Before you begin reading the text for this week, the Albertosaurus mystery, we need to go over some of your vocabulary that you will come across in your story this week. So we're going to take a look at your vocabulary. You can find those on page 54 and 55 in the student text. If you can follow along with me, I have the context cards here, but I'd like you to read the word in blue and then read the sentence that follows along with me. So our first word is fossils. This man has found dinosaur fossils. He will learn a lot from the old bones. So what does it mean? Fossils are parts or traces of things that lived long ago, such as bones, footprints, or the imprint of a leaf. Let's think about it. Have you ever seen fossils in a museum or in a book? What did they look like? Pause the video and talk this over with your learning adult at home. Now take out a separate sheet of paper and copy the word web below. You are going to draw lines from the word fossils to the words that have to do with fossils. So for example, dinosaurs. Yeah, we know that has something to do with fossils, so we would draw a line. How about a car? Is that a word that has something to do with fossils? Right, then you wouldn't draw a line. Feel free to pause the video and join me when you're done. Your next word is clues. Fossils give clues that help scientists solve mysteries about dinosaurs. What is a clue? What does it mean? Well, clues are facts that help solve a problem or a mystery. Here's your think about it. When was the last time you used clues to figure out something? Tell your learning adult at home what happened. Feel free to pause the video. On that same sheet of paper, maybe on the back side or under the web that you just did, you can copy this chart or you can just talk about it with your learning adult. You're going to connect the mysteries with the clues that might help solve them. So with your learning adult, talk about how the clues could help. Feel free to pause the video. Remains. These are the remains of a large dinosaur. One bone is all that is left. What does it mean? Remains are things that are left over. Here's your think about it. Describe what the remains of a birthday party might look like after the guests have gone home. Discuss this with your learning adult. Then you can copy the chart below or just discuss this chart. You're going to draw lines or talk about the match between the people or the things that might remain and be left behind. What they left behind. So dinosaurs, what might be their remains? Paint splatters, fossils, crumbs, fallen trees, or scraps of wood. Right, that's our first word that we talked about. Dinosaurs' remains are fossils. You do the rest. Prove. Scientists are trying to prove or show that dinosaurs and birds are related. So what does it mean to prove something? If you prove something, you show that it is true. With your learning adult at home, talk about what you might do to prove that you can swim, speak a second language, or play an instrument. Talk it over. Use this chart and put a check next to the things that you can do to prove that you are a good friend. Evidence. Egg fossils give evidence or facts about how dinosaurs raised their young. Evidence is facts or signs that show something is true. With your learning adult, talk about what evidence do scientists have to prove that dinosaurs existed. Answer the question about the word evidence. Discuss your answer with your learning partner at home. Why is it unfair to accuse someone of something without evidence to prove that they are guilty? You can pause the video. Skeletons. Scientists rarely find whole dinosaur skeletons like this one. Humans and many animals rely on skeletons to support their bodies and protect their organs. Think about it. How do skeletons of animals who are no longer living look different from those of living creatures? Discuss that with your learning adult at home. Talk it over. Copy the chart or discuss with your learning adult. List at least 3 creatures that have skeletons and 3 creatures that do not. Join me when you're done. Uncovering. Uncovering fossils takes time. The soil must be removed from around them. Uncovering may mean taking the cover off, digging something up, or revealing something that is hidden. What might be challenging about uncovering the ruins of an ancient city? Pause the video and talk to your learning adult about that. Read the following sentences. Try the word uncovering in each blank space. With your learning adult, talk about which sentences make sense. Buried. Many dinosaur bones were buried or covered in mud. If something was buried, it was covered or hidden, often underground. Things that were buried long ago are often discovered by accident. How might this happen? Why don't you take a guess? Think about how does that happen? Talk about it with your learning adult. Match the beginning of each sentence in the chart with the best ending. Compare your sentences with your learning partner at home. Fierce. Many people think of dinosaurs as fierce animals that fought all the time. Something that is fierce is wild, strong, or dangerous. Which animal do you consider to be fierce and why? You can pause the video to discuss this. Think about what different animals do that make them seem fierce. Write what each animal does that makes it seem fierce, or discuss it. Location. Sometimes many dinosaur bones are found in the same location. The location means the place where something is found. If you could visit any location on Earth, where would you go? And why would you pick this place? Work with your learning adult at home to match each item with the best location for that item to be found. While you read your anchor text this week, your vocabulary words will be highlighted in yellow like they are here on the context cards. You can have extra practice with your vocabulary words in the investigation lessons for this week.